You mean decent.
Not decent.
Yo, decent.
Yeah, decent.
No, decent.
In Cork City, we say decent. I'm decent.
You mean decent.
Not decent.
Yo, decent.
Yeah, decent.
No, decent.
In Cork City, we say decent.
Cork City, Cork City.
What's the crack? You're watching the Labtv, and today in the lab we are keeping it 100. Everybody introduce yourself.
My name is Noda Cobes.
And I'm J2DR.
And I'm Monika.
And you're all class. So today we're going to be reviewing Arma's song Best Ever. Oh yeah, let's check this out.
Let's check it out.
Best ever. Ain't no competition, I'm the best ever. Feeling like the greatest. Feeling like the greatest.
Love the beat.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars upon bars. And I'm not talking about jail bars. I'm not talking about Mars bars. I'm talking about lyrical bars.
I was going to say more bars than Centra.
Oh! Damn.
Yeah, all I can say is just straight up rap.
True. But it's good.
Good for
Sound. Yeah, definitely.
you. Alright, get going then.
So, creativity, what would you give it?
You know what? You can tell it's specifically talking about the visuals, right? I love to hear hunger in music when it's being made and released, and you can tell this particular artist here, Arma, is hungry. I love the video. It's simple, but the effects give it that extra tinge. When it comes to the instrumental, the beat, it's captivating. You can't help but nod. You know what I mean? If you're not nodding, it's like, hell wrong with you? You know? So the lyrics, I absolutely love the lyrics. There's so many bars. In terms of creativity, I give it a solid 5.
Oh yeah, son.
I'm just gonna keep it 100. If I'm going to rate it out on creativity, I'm gonna say the editing of the video. It might fool some casual viewer, but it didn't fool me. The editing was a bit off. The lips wasn't in sync with the video, with the music. I mean, and because of that's just a lack of attention to detail. And but I do like the rapping. I do like the energy behind the song. But I would give it a 3 for creativity.
Fair enough.
I think I go for, when it comes to creativity, I give it a 3.5. Like, the song is really good. It's very catchy. As you were saying, you just start feeling the beat, so it's really good. The video that's just the fact that they kind of pulled it down. To me, it was not really convincing. I just didn't feel it. I was like, there could be more. Like, it's not that there has to be loads happening in the video, but it was just walking through the snow. Like, come on, give me more. So that's where I'm just like, 3.5, that's it.
I get what you're saying about giving more. Like, as you said with the hunger, like, it could have been...
And
There's a way they could have edited it, the way it could have been like more cohesive with the hunger. But just too basic.
that's the visuals. But as a hip hop fan and a listener, I can hear the hunger in his voice. I don't even need to see the video.
I feel the hunger too, but it's the cohesiveness, man.
Content food.
How would you give it, Bubba?
Creatively, I would give it a 3 because somebody made a beat and someone wrote some bars. I give it a 3.
Good.
Because they're creative things that people did.
Exactly.
And even if it isn't enjoyable, it's still creative.
It's true.
Yeah.
Someone was working on it.
Someone did something. And it is creative. So delivery-wise, what would you give it?
Delivery-wise, video gets... You can tell they're still up and coming, and they don't have the tools yet. But just because I've been there and I can see the effects that have been put in to try and kind of substitute for the lack of attention that may have been there in the video. I'll give the video a 3, and I'll give the song itself, I'll still give that a 5. So I'll meet them halfway. So 4.
4.
Yeah.
That's the finest.
What were you judging it on?
Delivery.
Oh, for delivery, the flow and the bars, the wordplay, I rate that highly. I give that a 4.5 because you can see that he actually has the skill sets of being a rapper, and I connect to this type of rap as well. Not necessarily with the bad language, but I like the flow.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 because he's good. Like, I mean, when he started off, I was just like, yeah, I'm feeling it. But when there's these 2 lines where he kind of was trying to sing, should we call it sing? You know what I mean? And where I was like, you should have chosen something different. That just didn't really work.
What about you, Bubba?
I'm gonna give him a 5 for delivery, for rap delivery, because he delivered it very well.
Yeah.
You know, he was on point, and you can deliver a flow really well. So I'll give him a 5 for that.
Good.
So content.
Content. I have to give it a. I'll give it a 3 in terms of content, only because he's not adding to the hip hop industry. It's not a title that hasn't been talked about before.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is the greatest. I always like for artists to think outside of the box, and this is just to be constructive.
Yeah.
Think outside of the box, pick a subject, and kind of work your angles towards that subject, and that's how you kind of you stun the audience. So I'll give it a 3.
It was to judging it based on content. Thinking about it now, I like the flow. I like the way he delivers his flow, and I love the wordplay and all of that. But once you start cursing, for me, that's a big downer. You know, like that's my personal preference. But you curse, I'm gonna give you a 2 automatically, bit off the bat. So I'm gonna give it a 2.
So you stuck on Will Smith then, I guess.
Common.
The good boy of rap.
Well, you know, it's Ireland. It's something we see this from Americans and the British acts. Like, you know, like, what's this given to us here? Like,
Yeah.
Monika?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet you in the middle here. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 because, like you were saying, he didn't add anything new. That's nothing that you didn't hear before. So, yeah, like nothing special content-wise. So, 2.5 it is.
For me, I'm gonna give it a 1 because if you claim that you're the best, I personally feel as though you should be showing it rather than saying it.
It's true. However, that's part of the rap game where I say like everybody's talking about themselves, how good they are, how cool they are. Nothing new, you know.
It's not cool to call yourself cool.
No.
It's not cool, exactly.
You're not the best if you call yourself the best.
Especially if you haven't fully proven yourself before. You know, he's upcoming, so prove yourself first and then talk about
So
yourself.
let the work do the talking.
Exactly.
How about replay value?
Replay value, you for hardcore hip hop fans, you'd replay that track without a problem. Does it add anything to you? Maybe not, depending on who you are and what stage of life you're in. But I couldn't in a hip hop radio station. I would play that tune all the time. Give that a 5. But in daytime radio or anything like that, they wouldn't play it. So I'll meet them halfway. Give it a 3. Fair enough. Yeah.
Was this replay value?
Replay value, yeah. Sorry.
Replay value. Would I share this? Do I see it on the radio? No. Would I share it? No. Would I put it on my playlist? No. So I give it. It's a nice once off. So I give it a 2 for that.
I think I will go for 3. Like the beat is cool, so if I'm just in the mood where I just want to hear a cool beat without any context, you know, I would replay it definitely. But if I want to go like listen to something deeper, I'm like, nah. So I think a 3 it is.
I'd say a 2.
2.
Yeah, it's not something I'd share or be interested in listening to.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that he's not good though. He is
Yeah,
good.
it's actually very good.
But do you feel like for any up and coming hip hop artists, do you feel like they need to add a certain something to their sound?
Honesty, just honesty.
Just honesty.
Just honesty to your lyrics. The next one is relatability.
I'm the best ever, so I can relate to that.
I was going to say the same thing, but
TBE, baby.
I was going to say I'd give it a 5 because I'm the best.
No. In terms of relatability, I can't really relate to it. You know, I'm from West Africa, Congo, and been here all my life, and you know that stuff is something that you hear Americans and maybe some grime artists in the UK talk about a lot. But in terms of in Ireland here, we're kind of secluded, so we're not in that atmosphere. So I give it a 2, an honest 2. Yeah.
Relatability. Do I relate to it? I do. Like I my personal ethos is that you should always believe that you're the best ever, because you know, if you're ever doing something, you should always give it your all and feel like because you're giving it your all, you're giving it your best and you're the best at it for that.
But do you think you should say it or you should prove it?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, he's just saying it. He doesn't make you feel like.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
he's not proven. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because saying and doing are two completely different things.
True.
Yeah.
You should do something that makes you feel good, and you should know that you're a great person, you know. But
Do you know who? Maybe he just needs validation. You are a class rapper. You don't need to tell us that you're the best.
You're decent. You're class, right? No, but it's just the way relate. You're cursing in there. You talk about things that you know that when you look at the demographic here, like we're not like it's Ireland, like you know what I mean. So based on that, do I relate to it? Not as much. I give it a 1.5. You?
well, I have to say I give it a 0.5. I can't relate to it. And what was he saying about the babies, the mom, and I was like, this is not me. I cannot relate to that. And I give it only the 0.5 because I used to spend some time in the States, Philadelphia. So you know there was times when you felt Philly. So I felt a little bit ghetto at some points. So this is why I'm giving it the 0.5, but that's it.
And yourself?
Relatability wise, I'm gonna give it a 3 because when I was 12 I used to write raps like that.
So that was you back in the day.
And I can relate. Now 12 like that was like what? So,
You can whisper it into my ear.
Can you hear?
So Arma and Best Ever has scored a 57.5.
That's the best thing.
Keep on.
Give us something different next time, Arma. Something that we can relate to. I bet
Show us you.
Keep it 100.
And we're definitely gonna keep it 100 with you. But
Show us you.
Give us something that we can relate to, and stick with the flow and cut out the cursing, please. For me, well, if not for me, just for like everybody else, so we can actually hear it on the radio.
True.
I don't know. You should curse if you want. I think.
It's Ireland, like.
It depends on the level. If you like throw in a word here, but it's just too much, I'm like, nah.
But if you want it on the radio, cursing is the wrong way to go.
Assalamu alaikum when I'm coming through. I drop bombs every time I spit rap. Get back every time I get that. Still be moving forward, minus setbacks. Should be legendary like my best tracks. Woo! Man, you know it's kinda fucking.